Are you planning on going to Turkey for your hair transplant? I have ideas about this. Now, I recently was in Istanbul, and I have to say it was an absolutely beautiful city. So there's nothing inherently wrong with going to Istanbul for this procedure. And I understand that there are elements of it that make it cheaper. But the problem with traveling to a different country, especially a country where you don't speak the language, don't understand the customs and culture, and aren't really part of the medical community, is that if you have a problem, there is going to be no answer for you if you were to come back to the States having done this procedure and then bam, you're hit with a problem or it doesn't work. There's no recourse to it. I feel this way about any kind of medical tourism because there are a lot of people who, for instance, go to the Dominican Republic for surgery, and I have treated people who have done this, who have come back and gotten rip-roaring infections or problems where they've ended up in the intensive care unit, and then I'm getting a phone call for somebody who is not my patient but is in need of help, and of course I'm going to go in and help, but it really puts that person in a bad situation. So my take on hair transplant in Turkey is that even if it is a little bit cheaper, when it all comes out in the wash, it may not be, because you have to fly there, you have to get a hotel, you have to stay there, and then you have to wait as long as it takes for the grafts to set in before you leave, so that you make sure that you don't have a problem. By the end of the day, you will have spent pretty much the same amount of money. And you're not going to be able to go and have your hair transplant and then vacation in Istanbul and see all the sights. It is a beautiful city. May I recommend going there and seeing it one day? I would not try to go and have a hair transplant and then see the city, because you will be swollen, you'll be bruised, you will not look your best, and you really won't feel like walking around and seeing the sights. So pairing a vacation with a hair transplant, probably not the best idea. Leaving immediately after the hair transplant, also probably not the best idea. And what's more, hair transplants in this country, at least in my office, are not outrageously expensive. I think it's worth coming in, taking a peek at our facility, seeing all the products that we offer surrounding the hair transplant, the maintenance therapy that we're going to put you on, and we are going to keep you as a patient and watch you and watch the evolution of this. And if there is anything that is going wrong or can be done better, we could adjust the plan in real time instead of having somebody thousands and thousands of miles away.